song in my head because I just watched a creator on YouTube. She's so silly, but it's I ain't got no panties on, ain't got no panties on. I got panties on. I ain't got no panties on the dance floor. So anyway, if you know, you know. Hi YouTube, it's me, Pure Light Tarot, and I'm here to give you guys this collective reading. We're gonna see what comes out. Um, I'm here. Like my goal is to do more readings on YouTube. We'll see what happens. No guarantees, no promises, y'all. I don't know if it's relevant, but I'm an Aries Sun, Libra rising, and a Leo. Um, Again, don't know if that's relevant, but I know that us Aries were not very known for starting and finishing things. So, but you know what? I work in cycles. So now you see me, and maybe now you won't, but now you see me. I've already lit the incense and blessed the energy. So I do hope that truths come out, and yeah, this reading can help somebody out there. If not, just have a nice conversation and a good laugh. Hope everybody's day is going well wherever you are in the world. I'm here in New Orleans, and it is nighttime, so like I should be sleeping, but I never really sleep at this late. Usually I'm out at the bar, at the karaoke bar, but I've been taking a break from that. Anyway, enough about me. What about you? Anyway, let's see. Let's get some oracle cards. So I'm going to pull some New Orleans oracle messages to start us off with. I'll probably read these last because I like to do that. I like to pull oracles and then read them at the very last moment. So, Spirit, well, what do you want our collective to know? Body balance. These are beautiful cards. I don't know if that counts as her being naked. I used to work for the woman that created these cards. Shout out to Fatima at Path of Awakenings. If you ever visit New Orleans, make sure you visit her shop on North Rampart. Very, very talented psychic and reader, and her store is beautiful. We have abundance. I love that. And so I'm gonna pull one more for us, one more for the collective. I ain't got no panties on the dance floor. Pull the panties off. Okay, and then share your gifts. I love these cards. I used to read on Jackson Square, and that was a crazy experience. If you ever visit Jackson Square, get yourself a reading from one of the talented tarot readers on the street. It was a reader here that actually told me, she was like, because she was doing my cards, Miss Urias, shout out to Urias. She was like, girl, you know you're supposed to be doing this. And I was like, me? And she's like, go get your first deck. And speaking of my first deck, this is my first deck, Illuminated Tarot, and the rest is history. It's been some years. So the Mother Mary Oracle deck is also staring at me. I haven't used her in a while. I used her today for a reading and found some cards that I was missing, and so that was beautiful. So let's see what Mother Mary has to say. Mother Mary is one of my spirit guides and somebody that I work personally with. Love Mary. Shout out to Mother Mary. So let's see what Mother Mary has to say to the collective. And again, I will... No, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and read Mother Mary's card before we get started. I was going to say I will leave it for the end. Should I leave it for the end? No. I'm being guided to pull the card and read it. And her messages are kind of lengthy, so... Do I want that one? Hold on. In my head, I'm like, I'm waiting for one that pops out that is right. So, throat chakra. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to wait for the one that's upright. these are in reverse. Let's see. Let's flip the deck over. You got to do what Spirit tells you to do, you know? You never know what the reason is. This one's upright. And it's the first card. Our Lady of Sacred Heart. So let's see what Mother Mary has to say to us. Hello, hello, everybody. Our Lady of Sacred Heart. You are my child. I am your mother. You know what song was in my head today? I am your mother. Listen to me. You are my child. I'm your mother. Your home through my grace is always secure. That's beautiful. You are never to fear being lost. Your home is provided through my grace. You always have a home to return to through my grace. Surrender attachment and fear now, my cherished one. There is no need for it. Do you think that I would forget what you truly need? That I would deny you this? You who have belonged to me through all time and are my child under my care and protection. Let go of all such worries now and pray to me. I will assist you. And the great thing about Mother Mary is she introduced herself to me when I first went to Mexico City. In Mexico City and in a lot of places in Mexico, they're Catholic. And so they have Mother Mary everywhere, like her pictures, statues, and things dedicated to her. And that is when I really learned that the spirit world, it's kind of like how they have ofrendas. Like you keep that spirit alive and well by posting pictures and having statues and honoring that person. So Mother Mary introduced herself to me in Mexico City, and it's crazy because like a few months after that, I had to move. I moved down the street from where from where I used to stay at. And I moved on a street called Marigny. And look, I'm giving you all of my business, but y'all, no, don't you come looking for me. But Marigny means, I moved into the Marigny neighborhood. Marigny means Mother Mary's devotee. Crazy. So that's my little something something. Again, don't come looking for me. There are times on our path when we have outgrown our old safety net, like a hermit crab that outgrows the little shell and needs to search for a larger home. We must endure a transition that can feel frightening, giving rise to many insecurities. We may feel that our life becomes chaotic, unpredictable, and that makes having trust quite difficult. Perhaps we have fears arising for our survival. Or perhaps we feel uncertainty and doubt about how things are going to unfold, even though we do mostly believe that everything will work out somehow. Perhaps we fear that we will fall back into old patterns, becoming smaller rather than trusting that we have grown enough internally to support ourselves. As we rise to the challenge of stepping into the next cycle, energetically larger and more empowered than before. Whether the change in your life relates to your home in the literal sense, to where you live or where you should move to, or whether it relates to that which once felt like your home, perhaps a relationship, financial arrangement that supported you, or a group or community which you once considered to be a family to you, this message comes to you with love. You have outgrown what has been, and the manifestation of the new is only a matter of time. So I feel like a lot of people in the collective, you're being prepared to move. You're being prepared to either update your home in some type of way, or there is a new journey, a new path that you're about to embark. Either way, whether through trust or doubt, or a mixture of both, there are times when growth simply must happen. And then we do have the lunar eclipse, the solar eclipse today. And then the planetary alignment is happening. And then also you should be able to see asteroids in the sky, in the night sky. You are at one of those times in your life or fast approaching it. Growth has been set in motion now and must happen in order for life to continue. Although there can be a feeling of subtle restlessness or even a terrible upheaval with much anxiety and fear for the future, it is not a dying that is happening, beloved, but an emerging of new life that is occurring now. Some of you guys are pregnant. It is spiritual growth that is making its presence felt in your material world, or soon will be. Remember that you are not only being guided away from what has been, but towards a new dawn. You are being granted a gift, a new sense of greater belonging, which is necessary for you to now fulfill the spiritual purpose of your life. Okay? No matter how this is unfolding for you, the Holy Mother is telling you now that she is watching over you, guiding you through it safely, guiding you through it to safety. The following gentle healing process will help you relax into her assistance. Know that all is well, even if your fears are triggered from time to time. No matter what appears to be now, no one can truly be without a home when they accept the benevolent support of her holy grace. She loves you without condition and will guide you through even the most challenging emotional and physical conditions into the manifestations of your beautiful life path. She says to you, pray to me and have faith, my child. I am your mother and will never turn away from you. When I say that's true, like when I say I love Mother Mary, I love Mother Mary. Like that's my homie. Healing process and affirmation. It says, visualize yourself surrounded by a beautiful blue field of light. Let the blue be whatever shade feels good, from the lightest sky blue to the deepest indigo. Imagine that the blue field of light is dappled in with shining white flecks of light, like stars in the sky. The field of blue and white light is alive. It is the robe of the Heavenly Mother Mary. Within those heavenly robes, allow yourself to feel truly safe and held as through in a soft divine blanket of light that protects you from all harm. You may feel emotion or even have a sound escape from your body as you truly recognize this. Just be with the moment and what it is for you. Stay in that space and breathe in and out slowly for at least 7 breaths. When you're ready, say the following prayer. I call upon the Holy Mother Mary, Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, and I ask for your divine protection, intervention, and guidance. May the light of your grace show me the way home. Guide and protect me as I venture through any difficulty that besieges me. Be with me, my beloved mother. Hold me safe in your arms as I find my way from the confusion that arises from change into the clear light of the new day that awaits me now. Through your grace, this is so. Thank you. You may like to finish this healing process with this affirmation. Mother Mary, full of grace, holds me safe with her eternal embrace. Beautiful. Thank you, Mother Mary. Thank you, Mother Mary. And that was the Mother Mary Oracle. I know everything is turned around. I'm using my phone, so deal with it. No. Thank you, Mother Mary. So yeah, we have body balance, abundance, and share your gifts. So we have 17, which equals 8. 19, which equals 10, so that's a 1, and then you have another 8. For some reason I want to subtract like 1 from 9, so we do have 888 here. And there was a reading I was listening to from another reader here on YouTube, and she was like, you got money coming in, 888. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna take that. So Mother Mary is guiding you through this process, whether you are moving or whether you are creating new space to allow different spirit guides to enter your life and to guide you. So let's get some cards. I'm going to use the Rider Right. My deck is well loved, well used. Hold on, let me make sure that things are what they need to be. All right. If you're here with me, don't be afraid to say hello. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what comes out for us. So we do have an ending of a cycle here with the Ten of Swords. My Ten of Swords, usually when that shows up, is something that, you know, it's long awaited to have ended, and we're ready to take these swords out of our backs so that we can move on with our lives and start anew. The World card is in reverse. I just saw something might have felt held up. Let's see what we got coming out. Okay. So I am seeing that this is my past card, the Nine of Swords in reverse. So you've recently, or maybe you have gone through a lot of turmoil, but it's like you've more than passed that. Okay, you've more than come out, and the card did say, you know, you can rest assured that you're not going backwards. Okay, so whatever it is that you have come through, whatever it is that you have surpassed, you surpassed it. You're not going back. Because I am seeing with the challenge here that you're worried about some drama here, or you're worried about some type of competition. With it being in reverse, it's just saying no, you don't have to worry about like this petty competition. It's like you're no longer involved in mess. You're no longer involved in like just pettiness. Like my Five of Wands in reverse just talks about like people being petty, and you're just like, you know what, that's not for me. Again, with this past card, Knight of Swords in reverse is saying that you have come out of anxiety. You have come out of a time where you were maybe suffering or worried, or even worried about what people had to say about you, worried about, you know, just different things that people had to bring. Like you're no longer involved in mess. Beautiful. Current energy with the Seven of Swords. Let's see what this is, because you may be lying to yourself about something. It could be about what it is that you truly want, or where it is that you want to go. And sometimes we do this because life, or at least society, expects a certain thing out of us. The way that this society is set up is saying that you should do certain things, and we get kind of like indoctrinated with just different things that we think that we should want. And it's just something here that, you know, you may not realize that it may not even be for you. So let's see what this Seven of Swords is talking about, because our future cards is the Chariot. So it's just like you override this. So right now you may be conflicted about what it is that you truly want, or you may be lying to yourself about where it is you want to live, or what it is that you want to do with your life, what it is that you want for your life. Again, somebody was pregnant, so you might not, you know, you don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that, but, you know, instead of and doing what it is that society expects of us, we really have to examine what it is that we want for ourselves, what it is for our personal goals are. So let's see what the Seven of Swords is talking about or pertaining to. Yeah, that Five of Wands in reverse. Like you guys are no longer involving yourself in drama, especially petty arguments, or competition that, you know, like I'm not competing with the Joneses trying to keep up and like have the new whatever iPhone. Did you see about iPhone and how you're not going to be able to even own your phone anymore? It's crazy. You know, you're not on that. Let's see. Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're protecting yourself. And Eight of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Are you doing a general reading? Yes, this is a general collective reading. So with the Nine of Wands, I do see that you are protecting yourself, and here you are working towards something. But what is the Seven of Swords? Is this you lying to yourself, or the Devil card in reverse? So you're releasing this pattern. because I see, again, now that you are not focused on keeping up with the Joneses, or you're not focused on, like, conflict with other people, you're protecting yourself, and it's like you are working, Eight of Pentacles, working towards like something that you really want here. And with the Devil, it's like, again, you're releasing like old habits, you're releasing things that kept you kind of stuck. Um, Maybe because this could be a split decision. This could be like where you were about to go down a path because you felt like you had to go down it, or I'm hearing that some of you guys are lying to other people about like what it is that you are doing or what it is that you're wanting, and that is okay. It's okay to kind of throw people off your trail, because like if you tell everybody, or you tell people, especially certain people, what it is that you want in life or what it is that you're planning, their energies can throw you off. Hello. So again, future card, Chariot, this is you just taking control of your life and the direction of your life, okay? I feel like I should get more about this Seven of Swords. Is this collective, or is this someone trying to get away with something? This almost feels like society. Ooh, excuse me. Is this collective? Uh-oh. So it's not necessarily your energy. And the Six of Pentacles. This was the energy, especially we got the Page of Cups here. This is like your energy, like, again, shedding energies from maybe like childhood indoctrinations and things that you thought that you wanted, or things that you thought that you had to do. This is reminding me of when I was in high school. So when I was in elementary school, I had all these things that I wanted to be. I was like, I wanted to be a veterinarian, I wanted to do hair and all these things. But then when as I got older and society was like, well, you have to choose a job that's going to pay you, I was like, okay, well, I'll be a nurse. I like people and stuff like that. I'm not any of that. I haven't become a veterinarian, and I do not know how to do hair. However, I do pet sit. So I did get back to my love of animals and created a life that works for me. I've created a life that like I can wake up and like really be happy about, and like, I don't have any stress. Honestly, because 10 years ago I decided to go with my heart and go with what it is that I truly wanted to do. So with this Page of Cups upright, I do see there is something from childhood that you wanted to do, but maybe you weren't feeling very confident about it with the King of Wands in reverse. It could be an entrepreneurial pursuit. But I can see in the past with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, this is somebody telling you that, oh, you're not going to make any money doing that. Oh, you're not going to be happy doing that. But it's something that you've been wanting to do. With my Six of Pentacles, this gives me a feeling, especially with it being at the bottom of the deck, like your challenge has been to not, just try not to people please, or not, no longer showing up in a way where it's just like, again, you're lying to yourself, okay? So yeah, this Seven of Swords isn't necessarily you. It is societal standards, or maybe even like your parents' standards, or just people around you telling you, hey, you got to do it this way in order to succeed. All of that is lies, okay? Big fat lies. You got to do what is on your heart. You have to do what makes sense also, because you know, I'm hearing that you can't get something from nothing, but also things do take work, and things have to be practical. So far I am seeing, us collective going in the direction that we want to go in with the Chariot, okay? Really taking the reins of our lives and going where we want to go. Should I read the oracles yet? I'm just going to pull some more cards. Let's see what else is going on with our collective. The Hierophant in reverse. So a lot of you are still with the Hierophant in reverse, not quite living the life that you want to live. Like, I think you recognizing, or have recognized with the Hierophant in reverse, that a path is not for you. With my Queen of Swords in reverse, this indicates that, again, someone told you, hey, you should be doing this, or, they discouraged you from doing something that you really wanted to do. Parents can sometimes, teachers and parents and grown-ups can sometimes clip our wings before we fly. by telling us, oh, well, you're not gonna do that. Like my mom used to always say, oh, have a plan B, which was really good advice, but at the same time it was very discouraging from what it is that I really wanted to do. And I think at the time I wanted to be a singer or whatever the case may be. And although I don't want to do all of that anymore, it's still within my heart. Like I do karaoke, and I was a DJ at the karaoke bar and stuff like that. I've been doing very whimsical things and having a blast doing it, and all of it's going to lead up to what I do later on in life. I may not look it, but I am 36 years old. So like again, 10 years ago I decided to do exactly what it is that I wanted to do, and I got into pet care. It's been the best decision I've ever made. Like I moved from Atlanta to New Orleans. I got into pet care, and then when I got here, I got into just the different things that I wanted to. I discovered, tarot, and I discovered I could read tarot and all these different things. So I'm seeing, again, the Hierophant Collective, you're discovering, or you're seeing that something that you thought was the right, it's not the way for you, okay? And again, with this Queen of Swords in reverse, there was someone here encouraging you to go in a different direction than where you want to go. Seeing with the Two of Wands in reverse, this is you. So the Two of Wands upright is usually just sitting there contemplating and making a plan. This is you putting that plan into play. Thank you. Thank you so much, Crystal. Drink your water and mind your business now. Okay, so I see the Two of Cups. This could be talking about a partnership or five of coins. I don't know if y'all were here last night, but we did talk about love relationships, or a relationship where someone wanted to come in from out of the cold, or you wanted to come in out of the cold with a situation. So I'm seeing a partnership here. I'm seeing maybe you feel left out in the cold with somebody, or someone feels left out in the cold by you. We got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There may be some instability with this person or involving this person. So peep this. You may be involved with a person that is causing you to be unstable. Because I'm remembering, like, my uncle had posted something on Facebook, and it was clickbait, but it was like, oh yeah, you and your partner want to move in together, and like they had this list of whatever. It's like, oh yeah, who's gonna pay the bills and all these things. So I was like, this shouldn't even be a conversation. I was like, if this is a conversation before we move in, I don't want to move in with you. I might as well stay in my place and you stay in your place. And the reason I said that, because it's just like, I'm tired of this conversation about, oh, should we do 50-50? Should the man pay for everything? And no, do what's best for you. Do what's best for you in your relationship. There is nothing, or there is no right or wrong. And what I've found, sometimes moving in with each other, to say, oh, if you move in with each other, you can save money. Sometimes you don't save money because you're busy coping, because maybe that wasn't the person that you were supposed to move in with, especially if you're going to have a conversation about if you're going to go 50-50 or not. Like, y'all got to do what's best for you. That's not like it's not a standard thing. People just have to do what is best for them in their relationship. So I'm seeing with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse that maybe there is something that is not very stable here. You are losing money. You're losing love because of it. Ooh, do I need to bring out these other cards to see what you versus them? So let's see what else is going on. Tell me more about what my collective is going through. Again, a lot of you guys are wanting to move, or you are moving, or again, moving to a different space within yourself. We got the Two of Pentacles upright. We got the Six of Swords in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So I do see a lot of you trying to get your finances together, trying to balance out, because this is also energetic currency. So just trying to balance out the energy around you. I'm seeing that you're not able to move right now. You're not able to move on at the moment. And maybe there's some fear with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse of being alone. Or maybe there is some type of insecurity here where if you were to do it alone, you wouldn't be able to do it. And that is the trick of mother freaking society. Because, baby, it has gotten very expensive to be out here and trying to live alone. So I get it if you've chosen to stay with a partner or deal with a partner and deal with certain people so that you can have stability. But I'm telling you, there's some type of partnership here that is not even bringing that stability. And something I like to tell myself is a bitch can do bad on her own, baby. And guess what? I do very good on my own. Like when I get on my own, baby, I do very good. And it's because our society is not equipping us with like the emotional intelligence to be able to be in relationships, to be able to have certain conversations, to be able to be like, you know what, I don't like all of this, you know. We get told, well, relationships aren't perfect, you're gonna argue, but what are the arguments about? You know, are you arguing because like y'all have different styles of loving or different styles of the way that you want to live? And that if that is so, that's a problem. And we shouldn't be out here trying to change people. People should be able to be whoever they're gonna want to be, and we just got to get with the people that matches with us. Like, you know. But I digress. Our society is not teaching us emotional intelligence, and here with the Knight of Cups in reverse, this is a block. This is a block for you because I'm seeing you stuck at a hard, you know, between a rock and a hard place. Because again, on the one hand, there's a desire for you to have like some type of independence here, or to want to move away from a situation that's not working. But stability is the question here. So what is this Nine of Pentacles as our future card in reverse talking about? This could also be talking about that you're not taking care of yourself in a way that you need to. Like you're not, like my Nine of Pentacles is somebody who, you know, whether or not you have it all or not right now, this is somebody who is not like taking the money that they do have or taking the resources that they do have and taking care of themselves in a special way. You know, you could be doing a lot for other people. Or again, if you're in a partnership and it's just like, okay, I got into this partnership and it was about love, but now it's about stability. Like you're spending more money on coping, you know. Six of Wands. So if you are afraid to get out here on your own, this could be leaving a parent's house also. I am seeing with the Six of Wands that you will be way more successful and then you think. You just have to make this decision. I'm seeing with the Ten of Swords in reverse, some people, because again, Ten of Swords already talks about something that should have been ended. When it's in the reverse, baby, this is beating a dead horse, okay? This is just been like, okay, maybe this is going to work out. Maybe if I try it this way. Y'all was married. I got married at 21. And, like, it got to the point where this man would be like, oh, well, when you talk to me, I feel like you're yelling or whatever. So I used to write it out and stuff like that. I did all these different things to try to maintain a relationship and to communicate with this person, but he just was not on the emotional mature level as me. Like for me, I got taught that above all, be responsible. Above all, like you should be paying your rent, paying your bills, you know, making sure that you have a roof over your head, making sure that those things are in alignment, because at the end of the day, if you're not going to pay your rent, your mortgage or your bills, we gonna live. And he was not focused on that. Like I remember, and he had a 3-year-old, y'all. Oh my God. Like I was married to a man, he had a baby, y'all. I potty trained this baby and everything. But he was not focused on his responsibilities in the way that I felt like it was required. Because when you have children, baby, when you decide to have children, a lot of the stuff that goes out the window. He used to keep lists of things that he wanted to buy. And it's just like, okay, that's cool to aspire towards that. But however, you got to pay rent. You have to make sure you have a roof over your head because you have a child. It's one thing to be on your own and like to gamble with that, but gambling with that with a child. And so I'd be like, okay, we have to save money, honey. Like, you know, we can't go eat at Chick-fil-A. Because he used to love to go eat at Chick-fil-A. Go eat at Arby's. Arby's is a little cheaper. Or at Cook at Home, go get groceries, you know. But I digress. This is beating a dead horse. This is thinking that, okay, maybe if I try it this way, maybe if I do it this way, you know, they'll understand, you know, we'll make some type of progress. Honey, there's a decision that needs to be made. Because again, I can do bad on my own. That saying is saying that on my own I can do bad. Like if I'm doing bad with somebody else, baby, I could do this by myself. I could do bad by myself. However, what you find is sometimes you do a lot better on your own because you're not coping and you're not fighting with somebody and stress and everything. And it's a lot easier to manifest and it's a lot easier to call in things that are good for you when you're not, when you don't have somebody stressing you out, or Knight of Cups in reverse, trying to figure out how to make something incompatible work. Somebody need to hear that. I left that man. I left that was years ago. I was 21. I'm 36 now, y'all, and it was one of the best decisions that I made. Cause no, baby, you're not dragging me down. I'm not staying on a sinking ship with nobody for goddamn love. Love, what's love got to do with it? If we can't eat, if we're looking at your little boy and he's starving because you decided that you want to have Chick-fil-A. Got your priorities all wrong. And if this is you, baby, think about it. Think about it. Because when you get into a better place, have Chick-fil-A all you want. But don't make those type of sacrifices. And it is easy when, it does feel kind of hopeless. Because sometimes we get to that point where like it feels hopeless. So it's just, I get to that point where it's just like, man, I've been trying to, save money to do this, but these bills keep on coming up or something else comes up. So let me just splurge a little bit on myself. But best believe, it's not with my rent money. Best believe it's not with the electric bill money. Although society, I think that's all unnatural and society sucks for that. However, it's either we'll be working to pay bills or, you're growing your own food, or, building homes and raising animals and stuff, which I would love to get back to that. But, I'm not there. We're not there. We're in this society. So, there is an exchange, and that exchange is working to be able to have a livelihood and to be comfortable. And if you have people around you that's making that difficult, then baby, you got to make that decision for yourself to either stay in that, hope that it works out, or get out of it. So yeah, there's some type of fear here that maybe you won't be doing well, or again, there's some type of fear to kind of to do for yourself here. Collective, don't be scared, baby. Beginning it said, Mother Mary got you. Yeah. Ten of Swords. There's somebody here, some people here that's afraid to end something. Something that should have been ended, baby. Go on, let it go. Go on, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let's see. Sun card in reverse. Yeah, some of you collective with the Sun card in reverse, you're not happy where you at. You're not very happy, okay? You're not feeling fulfilled, okay? The Hermit card, with it being your present energy, this is you withdrawing your energy, which is really good, okay? There's nothing wrong with withdrawing your energy because sometimes you have to, be by yourself in order for you to think clearly, okay? But your future card is the Hanged Man in reverse. This is you not seeing a different perspective, okay? So it's like you're going back into the same cycle. Falling back into the same cycle. If this is not a relationship, this is you wanting to do, again, something different with your life. Wanting to do something that's true to your heart, and you're afraid about it, but you got the World card and the Temperance. The Temperance is at peace because they know it's going to happen. And the World card is saying that you're able to do this. You got 3 major arcana that just came up. Oh, these are 3 major arcana here too. So this is very important, collective. If you find yourself to not be very satisfied with where you are, you know that you have to go, you have to move. Find a way to move, or the universe is going to move you, baby. You better lay low. The universe is going to move you. You got the Strength card, okay? I'm saying that some of you have gone through situations that, you've proven to yourself that you are able to, I want to say, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You're able to do this, I'm seeing that some of you no longer want to fight with the Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, the Lovers. So there's some love here for someone, but the Lovers also talks about making a decision. You have to make a. It's gonna be either you or them. You know, this could be your mama. I'm hearing some of you got grown children that are, you know, maybe you gotta give away from them. Sometimes it can't be your own children. That's not a failure on you. It may be. But everyone gotta learn to stand on their own 10 feet, their own 10 feet, 10 toes, 10 toes down, their own 10 feet. So with the Strength card, I'm seeing that in the past you've had to make a decision kind of similar to this. Maybe it's like leaving a job because like the job was stressing you out, and you found a better job, you found a better situation. For some of you, this is a job that you need to leave. You need to go ahead and put in applications somewhere else. Or again, I saw entrepreneurial energy where it's just like you want to start your own business, or you want to do something else on the side that's going to supplement your income. Go ahead and do it. I'm seeing that you've overcome things in the past already here, and you're tired of fighting. Five of Swords in reverse. This is like you put down your swords. I'm not fighting no more. I'm not having these discussions with you anymore. Like, we're not going to go back and forth about this anymore. And with the Queen of Swords, you might just be telling someone exactly what is on your mind. I'm being prompted to do you versus them. So let's see. If you are dealing with a person or a situation that is kind of hard to get out of, let's see what's on the other person's mind, okay? Let's see where their priorities are. I'm going to use the Modern Witch Tarot to represent them, and then the Rider-Waite to represent you. So let's see what this person is up to. What's their priorities? Y'all let me know if this is resonating. Uh-oh. So what feels out of reach for this person is Two of Wands. So this person has made a decision here to make some action towards something. Maybe something towards what they love. I'm seeing them on their phone a lot. Alright. 10 of Wands. This person feels like a burden or heavy responsibility. What is on this person's mind? What this person got going on? But everything is fine in reverse. So they're pretending like everything is fine. They're on their phone. Again, this person is maybe all on their phone. They're looking for an opportunity. They're waiting on something to... It's almost like you guys are mirroring each other, because it's like you're waiting on the right moment to make a move here, because they've already made a decision about their plans, but it's like there's something here that's just like a heavy weight or responsibility, and they're just like everything is fine in reverse. Everything is not fine. They don't feel fine, but it's like they're not moving to do anything about it. Okay, this is reminding me of my ex-husband, where it's just like, again, he wanted all these things or had all these aspirations, but he didn't want to do better. Like, where he was the bar back and he could have been a server, he just refused to be a server. He was like, oh, I'm fine with the bar back. But it's like, baby, first of all, you're very attractive. If you were a server, people will give you money just because you look good. Like, but you don't want to strive to do better for whatever reason. Yeah, Ten of Swords in reverse again. Yeah, this person, and this could be a conversation that you guys are having, like, again, this could be a job also, where it's just like there's some type of incompatibility here that both of you guys are feeling, but nobody's doing anything about it. Devil card wanting to come in. This is like, releasing temptations, temperance. Set peace because they know what's going to happen. I'm having a feeling that this person or whoever this is kind of knows that you're going to take care of things. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Cups in reverse. It's like with the Knight of Pentacles, they're just waiting on some big payoff. And I think a lot of people are waiting on this, like, money to just kind of drop out of the sky. Three of Cups in reverse. Watch out for this person, because again, I'm seeing this person is always on the phone. So if this is a relationship, this person might be talking to somebody else, especially if you're not polyamorous. You could be polyamorous. I'm polyamorous, and I got cheated on. He go into the bathroom, but like, I want my private time. I was okay, yeah, you gotta be private time, on the toilet and stuff like that. But he was texting other women. And it's like, well, baby, why didn't you tell me that? Who knows? Who knows? Or this could be a job or a situation when they are looking at other candidates. So, be careful. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. Because they feel left out and cold from you or just from the world here. They're not feeling very important. Yeah, the Chariot in reverse. And this is someone that's not feeling like they understand the direction that their life is going. Or that they're in control of where their life is going. So let's see how you feel about this person. Or this job situation. King of Swords. It's like you've already made a decision, executive decision about what needs to happen. Queen of Swords. This could be an ex that you are dealing with, someone that you were married to. But again, this also talks about a job. There's respect here. It's like you respect this person because like you see them at least intellectually, or it's like there's something mental here that you guys do align with. You may think in the same way. The Hermit card in reverse, but it's almost like you can't get away from this person, or you can't get away from this job, or you're feeling overstimulated. The Chariot says that you though have a better idea of where either you want this relationship to go, where you want to go with this job, or where you want to go with your life. Yeah, the Sun card. So I am saying that you are bearing the weight of either a relationship or a person over here who is just kind of like refusing to move forward. And maybe that's why you're staying with this person, because you do respect this person as your thoughts align, but it's like more like you're the go-getter and they are just like, I don't know, I don't know what to do with this. And again, three of mother freaking cups over here in reverse. They may not be the most faithful. Yeah, the Hierophant showing up in reverse. You may have a feeling like this is not meant to be. No matter how, because this person could make you happy, okay? And you could really respect this person. Good evening. I wish I knew English to ask my question. Well, I'm so sorry. What language do you speak? The Hierophant in reverse just indicates that this is, especially if this is a job or a person, this is just not in alignment with you. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, because I'm seeing that you pour a lot into this person, or you pour a lot into the situation, Yeah. And then with the Star card, my Star card in reverse just talks about a place that you want it to be, a person that you wanted to be with before, but now it's not fulfilling. This Four of Pentacles in reverse, like you are spending, because this is not only money, it's energetic currency. You are spending a lot of time invested into this person or the situation, and I'm just not seeing it being somewhere you want to be at anymore. And maybe you are hesitant to move on because again, this is someone that you feel like you have a lot in common with, especially like mentally. Like you could respect this person. This person can be very, very intelligent, but they're not using their, like my husband was intelligent. He could do some stuff with computers, but he was not using his skill set to his best ability, and sometimes that's just what it is. Yeah, the Magician reverse. So now it's just like with the Magician reverse, the energy that you can be put into yourself and manifesting the life that you want to, you're putting into this person and manifesting life that you have, okay? Yeah. And it's hard for you to kind of learn this lesson. With my Seven of Pentacles in reverse, it's talked about, so say you grow something, you plant a seed, and it grows a plant. and the plant produces some fruit, but you don't like the fruit that it produces. So now you have to go back and figure out what went wrong. Maybe you planted the wrong seed. Maybe you need different soil. Maybe you need, to water it more. Maybe it needs more sun. Maybe it needs more shade. But my Seven of Pentacles asks you to look at the situation and see what grew out of everything that you put into it, and try to determine what you can do better. And again, if you want an apple tree but you grew oranges, you may not have the right seeds to begin with. You feel me? So, Seven of Pentacles just indicates that you're not necessarily thinking about how you can do better, because maybe you are just trying to do better with this person. But I'm just seeing this person not being very motivated. I'm seeing them, not knowing which direction they want to go in their lives. And again, this person is always on their phone because they may be talking to third parties. Yeah, Six of Wands. They're talking to someone, or again, if this is a job, you're looking at other candidates that make them feel better. That makes them feel more successful. This person's talking to someone that's like, whatever, they don't understand you the way I understand you, whatever people be talking about. Page of Cups in reverse. This person is not very emotionally mature. Okay, with the Wheel of Fortune, because what I heard was you better move on before they do. Because with that Six of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, the Hermit card, if this is a job, they are looking at other candidates that they feel like can fulfill position better, because maybe you're asking like an employer to do better, or you're asking like your I want to say your employees, but the people that you work with, to contribute more, and they're just like, no, they already got their sights set on something that makes them feel way more successful, baby. But with the Wheel of Fortune, they may have acted on it or be acting on it. If this is a person, again, they're on their phone for a reason, always on their phone for a reason. Something else is making them feel more successful. And with the Hermit card, I am seeing this person withdrawing, okay? Ooh, child. So I want to see what the advice is here. So what is it that Spirit would like you to do? I'm going to use a different deck. I'm going to use the Friends deck to see what it is that Spirit would like you to do in this situation. What would you like Collective to do in this situation? Queen of Cups in reverse. The Strength card. Whoop, whoop, ah. Okay. So what feels out of reach for you is Three of Cups in reverse. And then this Eight of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. So Spirit wants you to trust your intuition about something, because for the Three of Cups to come up again, it's kind of like you already know, and maybe you have been dipping and dabbling also. There is some type of opportunity here, because let me tell you something. I was with one of my most recent relationships. I was determined to continue to make that work, although that person wasn't making me happy, and it was because I was pouring so much into that person, but that person wasn't pouring into me in a way that I needed. I wanted him to take me on more dates and like just do a lot more around the house, and he was just not willing. And so we break up and we make up, break up and make up. Three of Cups in reverse. I found out he was cheating on me. And mind you, I am a polyamory. I practice polyamory, okay? So that means that I date multiple people, and he was allowed to do so. Like, my request was just let me know, and I would ask him, hey, is there somebody that you're seeing, or is there somebody that you like? He'd be like, oh, you're the only one for me, you're the only one for me. Cool, great. And I believed it. Come to find out, he was cheating on me. Come to find out, he wasn't just talking to one woman, he was talking to all these different women in their inboxes. You ever seen people that just talk to people in their inboxes? It's like they're not even responding to you. So that is what made me finally cut it off, because I was like, how dare you cheat on me? Me? And you don't even have to. Like, that was some crazy stuff to me. Like, you got to be crazy. You have to be crazy to cheat on somebody you don't have to cheat on. And that was my opportunity. So, if you do find out that your job is looking at other candidates, they're looking to replace you, um, you ever seen people talk to themselves in somebody's inbox? And I told him, I said, we talk about men like you, you know? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, they're not even responding to you. Anyway, but I guess it made him feel good because I guess I wasn't, I don't know. Because what else could I have done to make you feel good about yourself? He was a gamer, and I encouraged that. Like, people don't like when people sit there and play the game all day and day, and I'm encouraging it. I'm like, baby, you can make some money off of this. Like, let's improve your skills and stuff like that. But I don't know. People got their issues. However, that was the opportunity I needed. Baby, that was all I needed for me to really get out of that relationship and move on. And since I've moved on, I've done a lot better. Like, I don't have to work as hard. Like, for some reason, I was working all these jobs and stuff like that, baby. I ain't got to do all that now. Like, my money works for me now. But I wouldn't have done that because I was pouring so much energy into that relationship that I couldn't even, do the things that was necessary for me, because I was trying to do what was necessary to make that relationship work and to help him to see, how talented he was and all these things. But so something's gonna be found out about either a third party, or this could be friends. Like, this could be like people like talking behind your back or doing something, behind your back, where it's gonna actually be an opportunity for you to move on from something, or to, again, this pinnacle, gain some money. Get your money up, not your money up. You feel me? So Queen of Cups in reverse. So again, I'm trying to get your advice. There's something here that you're not satisfied about. Okay, my Six of Pentacles. The Lord is asking you to withdraw. I'll be your lover. Unless the Lord is like, here, this is your person. Thank you. Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is asking you to withdraw your energy, okay? And to fall back on the strength that you know that you already have, okay? I think about the strength card, and like this card, it just talks about like this lion, and I'm guessing it's a lion that you have inside of you, and it's a temperament, like, because a lion can bite your head off, unless you learn the lion, maybe you raise the lion from a cub. The lion is you. And so it's just like, you have learned your strength. You have learned like the right amount of pressure to apply to yourself or the things around you to get to where you want to. So the Lord is saying, if you're dissatisfied, especially in your love relationship or with something that you once loved, because it could be a job, it's saying to no longer give your energy to that, with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and to rely on your strength, okay? Nine of Cups, to release this, okay? So you're being asked to release something collective, but I am saying, because it's like, if you don't want to let go, something's going to happen to where you ain't got no choice, okay? Because again, that was the line that I drew, baby. How you gonna cheat on me? Any more advice for my collective? Me? Just be withered. Ten of Cups. And these people are looking towards, like, I'm going to say the future, okay? Because if this is your concern, if there's happiness out here for you, there is happiness out here for you, okay? This Ten of Cups here. Some of you may have a family with this person. Yeah, the Death card. It's just saying, yeah, if you continue on with this because you want like this happily ever after, this is what you're after, and you hold on to something that is clearly not that, it's like with the Death card, you'll never get a rebirth. You'll never get to where it's you're trying to get to, because this Chariot in reverse, they were in that, where they don't know what direction they're going. So it's just like this person or this company that you're working for does not have a direction, okay? And that's okay. Some people don't know what the hell they're doing and where they're going, but you do. You know exactly what it is that you want or what you don't want, High Priestess, in reverse, and the Ace of Swords in reverse is just saying that by holding on to like this vision that you want, especially with this person, and because with the Ten of Cups, I want a happy home. I want like to be with somebody, and that's what kept me in a lot of relationships. Cause I'm like, okay, yeah, this could work. Like I could see how it could work because like I'm bringing you happiness. Because everybody I've ever been with, I'm like, okay, well, is there anything that I can improve on or anything I can do better? Oh no, you're great. You're great. I've been called perfect, but that didn't make it didn't make it so that they were in alignment because maybe they didn't want the same things. Maybe they didn't want this happy home or couldn't see themselves in that. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but it's just saying that holding on to this vision is what's keeping you stuck and keeping you directionless, okay? And with the High Priestess in reverse coming out and this Ace of Swords in reverse, this is also blocking your intuition. So it's causing you to not make the very best decisions for yourself, okay? So think about it. Yeah, you got to make a decision here. It's going to be you or them. All right, so let's go ahead and read the oracle messages. We got body balance. Think of your body as a plant. Just as a plant needs a certain amount of sunlight, water, and a suitable environment in order to grow and be healthy, your body requires proper nourishment in order to thrive. And that just reminds me of the Seven of Pentacles, because it's just like, it's hard for you to learn this lesson, but it's because you're not considering what it is that you're putting into something and what you got out of it, okay? So ask yourself, what am I putting into this job? And am I getting out what I wanted to get out of it, depending on the energy that I'm putting into it? Relationship too. What am I putting into this relationship? And with all this energy I'm putting into this relationship, am I getting out what I want to? And maybe there is something that you can do to, change things up and do better. But baby, if you want apples and you're getting oranges, you got the wrong seeds. You gotta plant the right seeds. The balance of the body can be affected not only by what we eat, but also what we think and the surroundings that we find ourselves in. And the crazy thing about being with a person or being around people, you start to energetically align with them. So again, with this person being the Chariot in reverse and you being the Chariot upright, it's like you're not in alignment, because you know what direction you want to go in, but you're being pulled by somebody who don't know what direction they want to go in. They don't know what they want. Hey, this card is showing up in your reading because it's time to support your body by bringing it into a higher vibration. During this time, it is recommended that you incorporate more natural and raw foods such as salads and green juices or smoothies into your diet. Exploring mind, body, and spirit practices such as yoga, Tai Chi, or Qigong. And spending more time in nature will also help you find the balance that your body craves, okay? Hey, okay, London! Hello! No, let me stop. Good morning. Thank you. I hope you have a fantastic day also. I haven't been to London in a long time, but the party scene in London, baby, like, y'all all right with me with the party scene, Y'all are all right with me. I had a great time partying in London. Y'all really know how to party out there. Abundance. The fastest way to attract more abundance into your life is to first tap into your gratitude, which can reveal the many gifts that are already present. Although life may not always feel or look exactly the way you desire, there is always something to be thankful for. Recognizing these things, no matter how big or small, will help your vibration flow into attracting greater abundance. If this card is showing up in your reading, then you are on your way to manifesting a more abundant life through the practice of appreciation. Each day, take the time to list a few things that you're thankful for and feel how your energy shifts in a more enjoyable way that will eventually lead you towards attracting more of what you desire in your life. And in order for you to be You know, grateful, you know, gotta be in an environment that you're grateful for. And, you know, maybe you are grateful for that you have a baby. Feel that gratitude and, again, recognize, make a list. Pros and cons. You feel me? But, you know, whatever. That message is only for a couple of people. You know your relationship, but if, baby, it's going nowhere, baby, it ain't going nowhere. Yeah, baby. Whoop, whoop. All right, Heidi. Oh, Heidi. I just had a reading with a girl, one of my clients, and her mom passed away. Her name was Heidi. So, shout out to Heidi. Shout out to Heidi. She's from Switzerland. Share your gifts. So I used to read in Jackson Square, and it was the craziest thing ever. It said, show the world what you're working with. Although Jackson Square is a historic landmark, today it is also New Orleans' foremost showcase for people looking to share their creative gifts and talents. Whether their specialty is fancy food, artistic masterpieces, or intuitive readings, everyone wants to see and be seen in Jackson Square. You pulled this card because your creative side is calling for more freedom to be shown out in the world. Creativity doesn't have to be limited to activities like painting or singing. You can write, make jewelry, or create anything that you feel more moved to create. There's no need for a ready-made place to share your gifts. The more that you choose to do, the more space the universe will make for you to share. So, in the beginning of the reading, again, we got the message from Mother Mary that, you know, there's some space that is being created. Maybe you are moving, or maybe you want to move. Maybe you want to move on. There's something that you are wanting to do, because I'm seeing a lot of collectives not truly doing what it is that they want to do, because society tells us that we got to do this in order to get here. No. You need to get to a place where you are doing the things that you want to do in life, so that you can wake up and be more grateful. Okay, and trust me, take it from me. You know, once I stop living up to societal expectations and understanding that, hey, look, I don't want the things that society says that I need to have in order to be successful. You know, I defined my own success, and I have a life that I'm grateful to have. That love life ain't where it needs to be, but I'm trusting the Lord on that. Because if I had the love life that I wanted to, then I wouldn't be right here sharing my gift with y'all and reading for y'all and hopefully helping y'all. So y'all let me know if that resonated. I feel like I need to pull 3 more cards to get us out of here. Oh, I got some cards that fell behind me, but let's pull 3 more cards just to send this off right, to see, you know, what the energy, where we're coming from, and where we're going. I saw the 10 of Wands. I'm seeing there is something that is a burden of responsibility. So give me past, present, future, just to see where we are energetically. So yeah. Something coming in very fast. You are going to get some type of sudden realization. The Empress in reverse. You need to take care of yourself, okay? Go do something for yourself. Right now I got my feet in like one of the foot baths. Go make sure that you're taking care of yourself and you're nurturing yourself. So the positive thing that I'm seeing with our future card is you're no more, you're not trying to be a part of the drama. Like, and we said that in the beginning of the reading, like, y'all are no longer wanting to be a part of the drama. So if there's some drama in your life, you know, continue to let it go. Empress is telling you to take care of yourself. So like, if you're not feeling very nurtured, make sure you are nurturing yourself. Make sure you're nurturing your gifts and nurturing the things that you want to do here in the world, okay? But again, take care of yourself. Go do something good for yourself, okay? Collective. So thank you guys for being here with me. Thank you guys for, you know, sharing in this energy. I pray that everything goes well for you. Again, 9 of Pentacles. It may feel like a challenge for you to you know, take a little money. Because right now it's hard for everybody. Like, you know, extra money is hard to come by. However, I do believe that if we do go ahead and kind of don't go crazy, but do a little something for yourself, then you're able to call in more abundance, because you'll be able to be a little bit more grateful, okay? So go do a little something, something for yourself, okay? All right, collective. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see y'all next time. Like I said, I'm going to try to be consistent and go live more. We'll see if we do this tomorrow. So thank y'all. Thank you, Heidi. Rushing in.